All praises to the Most High, Elohim. I love you and your son, Yahshua. Please bless everyone watching this video for they giving out their time and their energy for the truth that will help them immediately and in the future forever. For your truth is everlasting and your truth is beneficial for the mind and the body forever. Now let's get into the truth. The video today will be about the truth. We're going to look at Freemasons, which is white people. They said Freemasons or Masonry consists of fraternal organizations that trace their origins back to fraternities of Stonemasons. See, so they with the Stonemasons, they tracing their lineage back to the Stonemasons, which are people who build Masonic ancient things into buildings, put dragons and whatnot, and Greeks. That's what you see in courthouses and schools. It's all this Greek texture stuff. Illuminati. Illuminati is the name of given to groups real and physical. Historically, it refers to the Baharian Illuminati. You see, historically, we all go historically. So historically, it means it goes to this group of people. Let's see who these group of people are. Bavarian. The German state of Bavarian. You see? It goes back to those people historically. In the Enlightenment era, a secret society founded May 1st, 1776. See? In Germany. So Germany, they're white people. We already know that. Freemasons, they're white people too. So what's going on here? The Committee of 300, also known as the Olympians, is a group of legacy to be founded by the British as possibly 1727. You see? And this is British white people again. Trying to criminalize these people, man. It's time to get them their justice. You see? All these banks of America, China, New York. You're going to see all these nations are white people and foreign nations, but mostly white. But it's crazy. They doing some financial control. And on the top, it's the city of the London Corporation. And that's over the World Bank. Y'all need to study that. But I just wanted to show you this white people in this. That's crazy. And it started in British. So Illuminati, Freemasons, man, all this stuff. What else? Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, an undergraduate senior secret society in Yale, Connecticut. So another white group people of Skull and Bones, founded in 1832. The founders are who? Williams. This white guy, American businessman, and founded by him, an American journal. See, so Stonemason, all these Illuminati groups that you ever hear about, it comes from white people. It's come from white people. All these things, white people. It's crazy. Alright, so we're going to go into the scriptures. Look. Duty of man. Ecclesiastic 12:13. Ecclesiastic 12:13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. Fear God. And keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So we can end it right there. That's what you need to follow. Before we even talk about the race card and all this other stuff and call it future events, you know, prophecies and stuff. We need to worry about commandments. That's the whole duty of man, and to fear God. Okay. Isaiah 14:1. Bear with me. I have a speech impediment, but God, my speech used to be way worse, and then He made it so much better for me to preach this word. He said, Isaiah 14:1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers will be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. See, the strangers, they're going to cleave with the Israel and Jacob, which Israel is in Jacob, and Lord will bring them into their own land. And the strangers are going to cleave to them. And then what? All these translations be the same, they mean the same thing. I'm going to prove to it right now. Isaiah 14:2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their own place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, in the land of the Lord. Not in, Israel right now. When the Lord comes, it will be called the land of the Lord. He will possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives who captured they were. So they're going to take their captors into slavery, and they're going to rule over their oppressors. Now over here it says in New American Standard Bible, the people shall bring them along onto their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them as an inheritance. Over here it says the nations will restore Israel back to their homeland, and Israel shall possess them as male and female slaves. Yep, they're all the same translation. All mean the same thing. The whole book is about Israelites. The whole book about commandments, following God. Israelites. Pause. Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. See, we was made to serve hard bondage, fear, and sorrow. Could God put that on us for breaking His laws? In Isaiah 14:4 it says that thou shalt take this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor preached? The golden city cease. See, we got to taunt Babylon, make a fun of it, saying, oh, how you cease now. Isaiah 14:5. The Lord hath broke the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. So now these people are the wicked, these people are the rulers that the Lord broke the staff of now. He has smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. He that ruled the nations in fear is persecuted. Pearson, who was ruling the nations in anger, is persecuted. See, now he was going crazy, ruling the nations, and now he is persecuted. Isaiah 14:7. It says, the whole earth is at rest, quiet, singing. Not only the people, the whole earth, the nature, the animals, they are happy now because the destroyer that God made is ceasing. And the fir tree rejoices at thee, and the singers of Lebanon, which is in Israel, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow come against us. It's basically saying that we the trees, we the branches, the cedars of the tree of Lebanon, and we're now saying no one come against us because it's not the Chinese, it's not the Korean, it's not the Japanese, it's not the black, Spanish that's going against us. It's y'all white, red people, Esau, that hurt the Indians, Spanish, and blacks. to the beginning of time. Hell moved from beneath thee to meet thee at thy coming. It has stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief of the earth. It hath raised them up from their thrones, all the king of the nations, saying that the low stay is moved from us, you know, and now to meet child, and we stir up our dead, our spiritual and physical dead, chief ones that are supposed to be the chief ones of the earth. Now they raised up to their thrones, and you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, they all shall speak and say unto you, how have you also become weak as us, as we? How you become like unto us? In Isaiah 14:10. Now we're gonna go skip down. Isaiah 14 chapter is very, very talking about the future of Israel and how they're gonna go back to their land and rule over their oppressors and bring them to slavery for 1,000 years with Jesus. It said right here, Isaiah 14:13. They said in their heart, wait, actually, let's go one bout back. We don't want to miss this juicy one. Isaiah 14:12. He said, how all have fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. So he called them the oppressors, talking about the people who was ruling the earth, playing the wicked, person who was oppressing the Israelites. He called them Lucifer now. He called them the devil, because they are the devil. That's the real devil. There's no other devil. They don't mention no other devil. Don't mention, oh, now he bring the devil. No. He bring these people, these oppressors. Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, brought down, and did weaken the nations. Isaiah 14:13 said, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Translation, another thing is, and I will sit on the mount of the assembly. You see, he was sitting on God's congregation, his assembly, which is the Israelites, in the sides of the north, in North America, mostly. He really sitting them all over, but mostly in North America, because that's their headquarters. People who's in their headquarters are getting the worst. But he said he gonna go into heaven. He gonna go, fly airplanes in the first heaven. Then he gonna go into the second heaven and put his throne on the stars with the satellites and space travel. Then he said that he gonna sit on God's people. That's disrespectful. That's what he said. And now they're gonna be brought down. That's why it's crazy. They are Lucifer. If you're gonna think that, these people gonna think all of this, they have to be the devil. Only the devil would think something like that. Sit on God people and go to the stars and go fly airplanes and stuff. And then he said on Isaiah 14:14, he said that I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, airplanes, and I will be like the Most High. That right there was over. He said that he will be like he had in his head that he want to be like God, the black God. That's why he made his white religion, his white Jesus, his white everything, Santa Claus, everything. He tried to make everything white. He even made white Chinese movie, white Egyptians, white everything. He tried to make it seem like he's all these people, but he's really only one people, the devil, Esau, from Greek, Roman, British empires. That's where you're from that side of the world. And only thing that comes from that side of the world is demonic, Freemason, Illuminati. The only thing that comes from that world is the Pope. The only thing that comes from that world is Christianity. So tight, man. And that's in Isaiah 14:14. He said you're going to be like the Most High. But now they brought down to the realm of the dead, to the depths of the pit. Ye shall be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. You made the earth shake and tremble. We already know. This is just, their outcome. It's about to be over for them. Over. But we're gonna go to another scripture. We talked about commandments being the duty of man. We talked about Esau. We talked about these oppressors, being slaves now to the Israelites and Jacob, and Lord's gonna put them in their land. Now you're gonna say, now we're gonna see the other thing. These Jews, the Jews. I said, now these Jewish people know what they come from, right? Look how many people are Jews in Israel, United States, France, Canada, in the United Kingdom, Russia, Germany, all these white people. White people who's not Jews are like South Africa, Mexico. They go lower and lower. But these people are not even really Jews. Only the white people, they made it into a white religion thing. So basically, we're gonna go to this right here. This is crazy. I want to show you this right here. Just bear with me. Look at this. Despite their small percentage of the world population, Jews have significantly influenced and contribute to human progress, to philosophy, literature, ethics, politics, business, fine arts, music, cinema, movies, medicine, science, technology, religion. It's crazy. You see all that? That's what they doing right now. They messing with all that. They rich, and they know the truth, and they use it against us. Now, I think it's this. Is it this one? Look at this. I can't pronounce. I have a speech impediment, but it says Chaffee Zeus. You see how it says Nazi in that word? It's crazy. And it said it come from Eastern Europe. That's what they come from. Eastern Europe. That is crazy. They come from Eastern Europe. They're Europeans. They're Germans. See? Often belonging to two groups. The Germans and the Spain. The Spanish. Not the Hispanics. The Spanish. You see? And Spanish people took over slaves, and then they had Puerto Ricans out of Spain. But yeah, from the Hispanics and the Germans. It's crazy. So yeah, they try to say that they're the Jews, and they're not. So they took over that religion. And then they got the Star of David on the flag. But the Star of David that's on the flag, that's not even a star that's in the Bible. You can't have idols. There's no idols that we supposed to put up in the Bible. God never said to make anything an idol. The only thing we can have as an idol is God's words in our head. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at this. It's the star, because they're trying to symbolize light. That's why you always see suns, moons, stars, because they're trying to symbolize light. If you see eyes, they're trying to symbolize knowledge. So yeah, man, I'll make another video, but it's just crazy. What else we want to talk about? Man, we talked about how white people rule a lot of these Illuminati organizations. They rule a lot of Christianity. I want to show you this. Preaching This is 2 Corinthians 11:4. 2 Corinthians 11:4 it says, "For if he that comes preach another Jesus." Now, back then it was Hebrew. It was no letter J. It was Hebrew. It was Yahshua. So, if he that preached another Yahshua, which was what? Jesus. I have found this out, brothers and sisters. Yes, they had translated Yahshua into Jesus, a black man into a white man with no melanin, long hairs, blue eyes. They had translated it. Don't you see the spiritual connection of it? They translated a Hebrew thing into a Greek thing, into a Roman thing. These are the people who killed him. These are our enemies, and they had translated it into an enemy religion. They had made Christianity. They had preached another Yahushua. They had did the same thing that's in Roots. They changed Kuta Tente into Toby. That's what they just did. Then it says, whom we have not preached. Or if he receive another spirit, another mindset. We have to receive another mindset. We learning that this white Jesus, he's soft. He promote gay, promote all this stuff. He says don't follow the laws. The laws is done away with. Just believe in white Jesus. When we know the laws is never done away with, the laws is forever. The laws is good for us. The laws is not gruesome. The laws is the duty of man. Then it's saying, or another gospel which we had not accepted. Basically, another gospel, another spirit, another Jesus, all connected. We had never accepted this gospel because the gospel is not the ones that the fathers was following. Not at all. This is not the gospel that make God love them and give them the commandments. No, this is not the gospel at all. This is the gospel which put us into slavery. This is the gospel that's going to keep us in slavery. This is the gospel that makes us not know we in slavery. This is the gospel that make our slave masters be over us forever. You preaching to your slave master. It's all crazy. It's all symbolic. So yeah, I found out they did preach another Yeshua. It's Jesus. That's the big mystery.